Goedemiddag, welkom nog een keer bij Quarantine Wine in the Tuin, samen met Elaine. So the wine in our glass today is the Laaman Vermakelijkheid Chardonnay, or Laaman Focal Point Vermakelijkheid Chardonnay 2018. Damn, that's a lot of names on one label. Thank you, Arco. So Vermakelijkheid Chardonnay under the Focal Point range of Arco Laaman. Arco was the winemaker at Glencoe for, well, was involved with winemaking there for almost 17 years, but for 10 years he was the cellar master at Glencoe. Left in 2015 to do his own thing, stand on his own 2 feet, and started with Laaman wines. First created the Cluster series, I think it was also a Chardonnay and a Cabernet Sauvignon, and then now since 2017 has done the Focal Point. Of that, at the moment, what I know, he does the Chardonnay as well as a Cinsault on that. Now, Arco grew up in the northern parts of the country, close to Johannesburg. Didn't come from a winemaking background. Wanted to be a winemaker since he was a teenager. And actually, when he finally got down to making some wine, he spent his first about 4 harvests with Dali Statler at Kaapstad. We had one of the Kaapstad wines a little while back. Now, Arco doesn't, once again, it's one of those winemakers that doesn't own a wine estate. He gets his grapes from site-specific areas, and this Chardonnay is from an area called Vermakelijkheid. Now, if you haven't heard of Vermakelijkheid, I don't blame you, because I haven't heard of Vermakelijkheid up until a day or 2 ago. And it's actually on the Cape South Coast, so past Hermanus, past Cape Agulhas, and then almost halfway between Cape Agulhas and Mossel Bay. So it's quite far, it's about 300 kilometers from the city of Cape Town. Cool climate area with fairly good rainfall, and the grapes also ripen much later there, end of February, beginning March, where we'll pick some Chardonnay here, Stellenbosch, Swartland in January already. So quite a nice delay on ripening that side. Cooler area, limestone soils, gives you natural minerality, slower ripening period, gives you more natural acid in the wines as well, and we should see that reflected in the glass when we taste it. Now, Arco's always been a lover of Chardonnay. He made some fantastic stuff when he was there at Glencoe. This is delicious. Beautiful,
Lovely.
Firm acidity, quite a lot of citrus on the palate.
Quite dry.
Dry, but it's lemon, it's lime, but it's slightly more perfumed. It's not just that green lime, it's more tangerine. You have a bit of that perfume coming around. You know what's on there as well? It's like nougat. It has a bit of that nougat, that slight nuttiness to it.
As soon as you say it, then I smell it.
This wine also, it's not too rich on the palate, although there is a nice, almost want to say a little bit of a creaminess to it. It just balanced the acid out, so it's not as piercingly sharp as what it can be. What I've read is the wine gets aged in about 38% brand new French oak. And then the rest is another 30% of second fill, and then there's about 33% as well of neutral oak.
Neutral oak?
No,
I haven't heard that before.
Now, neutral oak is when you've had barrels that you've used before, so it's older barrels as well, but they don't impart the flavor of oak anymore. Okay. So in your first couple of years when you use a wine barrel, you'll get that oak flavor extracted from the barrel into the wine, but after a certain amount of years, the barrel stopped doing that, and it doesn't impart any more flavor, and now it just gives you a vessel to mature your wine in a little bit, allows it to interact with oxygen through micro-oxygenation through the wood itself. And it spent about 11 months in the wine as well. It was unfiltered, it went into the barrel, so he's trying to keep as much of the flavor of the wine in it without heavy filtration or heavy fining and stuff like that. And to be quite honest, what we have here in the glass is quite a lot. It's a big wine without being an overpowering wine.
Yeah.
It's clean and elegant, but it's got guts.
It's got substance.
That is a fantastic wine. Well, I'm taking
lovely.
Arco's suggestion as well. We'll be making a little mushroom and pasta risotto to go with this.
Lucky me.
Something a little bit of rich to stand up to the weight of the Chardonnay, but also the Chardonnay has the acidity to clean up all of that. And to be quite honest, if this wine goes down this well, we'll probably follow it up with the Cinsault straight after that. So, guys, for now, during lockdown, stay safe. Hopefully we can hear something soon that we can buy a little drop somewhere. But for now, drink the wines while you have them. Cheers.